nothing changes. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the channel. September 26, 2020, Saturday. Real quick before I start the video, happy birthday to Kate, my fiance. You guys probably know her. She appeared in a few videos way back in the day, but she doesn't get behind the camera. She's a photographer, or in front of the camera, excuse me. She's a photographer that stays behind the camera. She is... not gonna say how old she is, you don't say that stuff. But anyways, happy birthday, babe. Love you, and we'll see you soon. Today's video, photography. Speaking of photography, she's one, and that's what today's video is about. Let's talk about it. I do store reviews and Poshmark closet reviews all the time. And probably the number one thing besides pricing or bad items that I talk about is stock photos. And I catch a ton of heat. Now, yesterday I did an amazing video on Poshmark. It got a huge response, a lot of views and comments and questions and concerns about Poshmark and selling and six-figure selling on Poshmark and about full-time income Poshmark only versus eBay. What we see on Poshmark a lot, and this is because Posh is not clear about policies and rules as much as eBay or Amazon that are more established. Now, Posh, up until a long time ago, didn't even collect sales tax until whenever, and they never are clear with people, and they weren't about all of the actual things that you need to be doing for your business. Now, it's not their responsibility. In all fairness, it's up to you to pay your taxes and do all that. Something else that Posh is not clear about is stock photos. And a majority of the people that use Poshmark as sellers use stock photos illegally. This is what's going to catch me a lot of heat because you guys hate it. And the main reason that you guys hate it is because you're gonna have to go back and do work and change photos and you just don't wanna do it. And I understand. Stock photos are illegal, no matter what platform we're on. Now, Amazon uses stock photos because they have what's called a catalog, and they have permissions from brands and items to use these stock photos that were created, and you create a listing under that. You can still upload your own photos to Amazon. A lot of people don't know that, but you can. But the stock photos are Amazon's use of stock photos, not yours. On eBay, stock photos are banned for any used or destroyed or damaged items. For brand new, it says you can use them, but eBay's policy doesn't trump law, no pun intended. eBay's policy that you can use brand new stock photos for brand new items does not give you permission. In fact, it's still illegal because the companies that take these photos, remember, if I'm Abercrombie & Fitch and I go out and hire a model for the day to model my new line of sweaters, I'm gonna pay her $1,000 to come model, right? Then I'm gonna pay somebody like Kate $1,000 for the day or $2,000 to come take professional photos with professional lighting and edit those photos. And in fact, I'm probably gonna rent a cool hotel room or a cool poolside hotel area to get a nice backdrop to take those photos on. And so I'm Abercrombie and I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars for this photo shoot for our new line of fall sweaters, and you take my photos that I post on my website to look good and sell stuff, save them, Google them, click them to desktop and upload them up to your Abercrombie sweater that you found at the bins, and now you get to make money off of my work because you didn't take your own photos. That's illegal. And let me tell you something, guys. The old, well, every other girl on Poshmark uses it excuse is an ignorance of the law excuse, but it doesn't matter. I don't care if everyone else jumped off the bridge. You wouldn't do it either. And in fact, people want to see the actual item. I know people want to see how it fits, and that's the excuse I usually get. People are like, well, they want to see how it fits on someone. That's a model in a picture professionally set up and photographed and edited and photoshopped. They want to see the item. I assure you, when I shop on eBay or Amazon or Posh, I want to see the item, especially if I'm buying used. If I'm buying brand new, then I can Google it or I can look on the actual website that it comes from if I want to see a stock photo. Otherwise, I want to see your item and I want to see that it's actually brand new with the tags from you in your photo. Stop using stock photos. I've made this video before and it just never ends. I looked at some stores today that had like 5,000 active listings with 4,000 stock photos. Now, some people ask me if you use your photos as the main listing photo and the stock photo farther down the line, is that okay? Well, you would be less likely to get caught or get in trouble, but it's still technically not allowed. I mean, if we're going by the rule of thumb and the rule of law, it's not allowed. Now, the kickback I'm going to get here in the comment section is that people are going to say, well, how many people and how many companies are actually getting in trouble, or how many are going to come after you? A lot of companies, Lululemon, LuLaRoe, Abercrombie, I use them for an example, Patagonia, North Face. If you use their photos on eBay, they will take you down. They will absolutely request eBay remove your photos because it's trademark infringement. You may not know this, but if they catch you again, they'll sue you. There's absolutely no question. If Kate catches you using her professional photos that she took for an event without paying for them or without asking for a license or without buying the package that she sells that gives photo release, she will give you a takedown or a cease and desist in a second. And if you don't, it's a lawsuit. Even somebody as small as her for 50 bucks can go file a lawsuit, and that's end of game. You got to fight back. So it's just, it's not fair to those people like her that work hard and to people like Abercrombie that paid thousands of dollars for these models and photo shoot setups and locations and photographers and all this stuff to have these photos made. It's just pure laziness, in my opinion. A lot of it is laziness. There is no reason why you can't set up an item and take photos. The other thing is a lot of people don't own the item, so they're drop shipping, and that would be one reason. So they're just taking the photos from wherever they get it. Now, if you have permission from the brand or the company or from wherever you got it as a licensed distributor that has photo rights, then you can absolutely use the stock photos. That's okay, and I see that in a lot of people, and so that one would be excusable, and you'd be allowed to do it. And I would recommend doing that if you had permission, but most of you don't have permission. And now a lot of people, especially Poshmark sellers, are going to grumble, well, I don't want to go back and edit 500 listings and photos. You know what? Take your chances, roll the dice and gamble. You made it this far, I'm sure you'll be just fine. But the time comes when a company takes your photo down, and I put this video out, I get it all the time. Somebody goes, oh my God, I was that person up on my high horse who thought I would get away with it. And all of a sudden, Victoria's Secret contacted Posh and took down 100 of my listings. Boom. And guess what's going to happen then? They're going to start watching you non-stop. And then other companies are going to notice. Posh may not be real big about it, but they should. They should put a policy out that says, hey, FYI, you don't own the photos, you shouldn't be using it. But they don't care. A lot of companies don't care. They just want people to do, put things up and list it and do it easily and whatever makes it easier for them to get it up. Because at the end of the day, the faster you get stuff up, the more you sell, the more money they make. And I think that's wrong. We should follow laws and policies. What I do here is laws and policies. Now, I'm not a perfect person. People are going to say, oh, I'm sure you don't do anything, blah, blah. Look, I'm just giving you one rule, one policy, one law that applies to one thing on reseller platforms. You can do what you want to do. You can do and run your business any way you feel necessary, but just know that I'm telling you how you should be doing it and how you're supposed to do it by the rule of thumb and law. So no stock photos, guys. Stop being lazy. Take your own photos. We take all of our own photos. I can't remember a time we've ever used stock photos. It's just pointless, right? We're just going to take photos. So, okay, that's what I have for you guys today. Sorry to be the downer, and I know a lot of you are going to be mad. Please do me a favor. The one thing you can do with this video and any video that I put out, if you feel like there's a lot of people that need to see this, take this video, copy the link, URL. If you're watching on your phone, you can click the corner wherever and hit share and copy the link and put this out on your Instagram in a story, put it in your post, put it on your Facebook if you own a Facebook group or you have a Facebook group that you're allowed to share this stuff. That is the one thing I ask you guys to do because it will let as many people as possible get educated on these topics and we'll see less and less of this happening. Okay, enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Have a wonderful time. Happy birthday again, Kate. And I'm going to go get some dinner, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Good night, everyone.